Hi, thanks so much for being here. Welcome or welcome back. On this video, I am going to take you along my sort of move into my new tarot planner. I chose the tarot Okamoto design from 2024. This is the spring edition. And I chose this one because of the color, truly, and the cover. I love the, I don't know, I just kind of relate to it, and it kind of reminds me of tarot, and so I chose this one for my new tarot. This one is irregular weeks. It is not a mega, which is what I was using before. I thought I wanted a mega again, and I do enjoy this little book. I love that it is a soft cover, and that I had the extra pages in the back, and I think that helped me to just enjoy the notebook without feeling like I was going to run out of pages. And but after kind of first of all, I fell in love with this cover anyways, so I think I was kind of set on this one regardless if it was mega or regular. But also when I started thinking about how I was using this one, it just kind of makes sense to go for a regular, since I didn't really use all the note pages in the back. As you can see, I don't know if you can tell here, but it's about this bunch of pages left. Let's see, so about this, it's a fairly thick stack of pages that I didn't get to use. From here I can make about 2 booklets from those little booklets from Hobonichi. So I'm thinking about salvaging the pages and using them for extra notes or something like that. But yeah, I realized I didn't really use all the note pages, so I should be fine on the regular weeks. And yeah, so what I will do is just gonna go through, which is what I was doing previously. What you saw me doing, I was just kind of cleaning this one out, taking some stickers out, and kind of thinking what I wanted to do on this one, how I want to set it up and stuff like that. So yes, that's what I'm gonna do. I'm still taking a few things out, like these stickers are not necessarily stuck in here, they're just I was just holding them there to use them at some point. And the thing with stickers is that at least in my case, it's kind of hard for me to find them used in a way that I feel like I'm going to enjoy them for longer than a year. So I try not to truly stick them in the directly on the planners if I'm not completely sure that I will use that planner. I don't know, not that I'm not going to use the planner, but I rather have the sticker to move over to other planners. And so yeah, so unless there's stickers that I don't really that I like, but it's okay with me if I let them go, like this one. It's just, it says spell potions. It's just like a whimsical, you know, kind of sticker, and it was okay to just put it there. Same with this one, and same with others that I have used throughout the planner. And I just enjoy them while they last and move on. So yeah, so the idea is I'm still kind of trying to get inspired, I guess, to set this one in a way that I feel attracted to it, just like I'm attracted to this one. Once they start getting chunky and I start kind of finding my rhythm, it's kind of hard to let go. But I already used the monthlies. We are almost in August, not August. We're almost in April, and I don't have any other monthlies. So we were not home for most of the month of March, so I didn't really use the monthlies, and that's the last one. I already used all the weeklies, and I was using the blank pages as my weekly setup. But since I already have this one, I just want to go ahead and move in here. I'm just looking for kind of feeling inspired to set it up and see. So what I did, if I go by the cover, I'm not going to put anything in the cover because I do enjoy this one. I love that one. I'm also not planning on covering it with a clear cover. We'll see how that goes. It depends on how well it holds. I know that it will get marks and stuff, but that's fine with me. So no stickers on the cover, and then we get to the front. You saw me pulling this one out of here, which I had around. I had it here. These are washi tapes that I used to cover the years. The previous year and the following year. I think it's on this page. I don't refer back to those, especially in my tarot planner, so I just went ahead and covered with a washi tape, and on top of that I put the sticker, and that allowed me to pull it out again. So now it's in here. So now that I put it in directly on this, I won't be able to pull it up again, but I guess using it 2 years in a row, it's more than enough. So I'm just gonna hold cards and stuff like that. Like I had I had these prompt cards from the BD Tarot deck. It's just a quick idea if you want to do a spread of tarot reading and just don't have and just need an idea to get started. So this one is a quick tarot spread, so it gives you an idea for daily cards, different spreads, and then how to create a sacred space for your tarot readings. So I just hold these with me in here, and then after that I know that on this first page I did this doodle because I don't know, it resonated with me at that time. I'm not sure exactly what to do in here right now. I think I might do like doodles of tarot related doodles, but like cover the entire thing. I might do that. I just have to come back to it when I have the idea of which doodles to do. I don't necessarily use the yearly for tarot. I don't know, so I still don't know how to use it for tarot readings. I know that in here I did highlight it the full moons, I believe, but I actually never referred to it. So especially the new moons, that's what I highlighted there. Same thing here. I had an idea on what to do, but I didn't follow through. So I think it was I was trying to track whether or not I did a tarot reading, and the idea was that at the end of the year I could see when I did my tarot readings. So that's one. Then also I was tracking the major seasons like summer solstice and winter solstice and stuff like that. So but I didn't really refer to it. I just wrote it in there, but that was that. I think I'm gonna go back to the idea of tracking whether or not I pull a card. That way I can give it some use. And then we get to the month. Like I said, for the most part of March we were not home, so I was not necessarily doing my tarot readings, but I am planning on coming back over here and just using it as a journal entry for like intentions for this notebook. So like ignoring the calendar and just writing. Yeah, I think that would be kind of cool to look back at. And then next month is when I'm going to start using the calendars again, and I use them differently, mostly the same but in different setup. So in this case I started using it, I guess, at the end of the month of December, and I was just writing down the card that I pulled. Then the same here for the month of January, but instead of writing down the card that I pulled, I think I just used the icon from the card, and that's what I track. Then here, I love this spread. This is one of my favorites. In here, what I did is I just chose one word from the message of the card, that one word that stood out to me, and wrote it down. And even though I don't necessarily go and read all of these, I love looking back at the pages, and sometimes if it stands out to me and it's interesting to look at, I do kind of read through what I wrote. Here I was just writing like a short version of the message of the card, and I think I'd use that kind of approach throughout these different months. Some months I did do the entire monthly spreads, and some others I just kind of did whenever I pull a card. So I'm assuming that in here, for example, I did pull a card on the days that you see information on, and the blank ones I didn't do a tarot reading, and it's okay. I don't rush myself or force myself to do it. I just do it whenever I feel like it. So as you can see, I think that for a few months in here I was like sporadically doing my tarot readings, and then this month, as you can see, it looks like I didn't do anything for this one. And then I came back to it on December 2023, and looks like a little bit more activity was happening here. So December and January, and then February, and then we left for vacation for half of the month and most of the month of March. So nothing else happened here. So that's that for the monthlies. And then I think I'm going to use the same approach. So I will do like maybe add some stickers, something like this, on special days. Like for example, in here I have the new moon and the full moon. I just added some stickers there, and then some stickers to kind of balance the page, but then that was pretty much it. So I guess that I'm gonna go with a similar approach. And then for my weeklies, I'm thinking about doing another section cover like this. Not that I refer back to it a lot, but it does help me to kind of section the portions of the planner, so separate the monthlies from the weeklies and the weeklies from the notes. So I think I'm gonna do something similar, but to do this I think I tipped in a page from another planner, I believe. Yeah, that's what I did. I pulled it from another planner and I tipped it in, so I might do that off camera if I decide to go for something similar. So I did the same thing here. I did I covered the back portion of the monthlies, so I think we have in there like a, I think we have, I guess, another month. So the month of April, I guess. Well, I either pulled it from here or covered. I can't really see through. So, but I don't have it here, so I'm assuming that I pulled it. I believe, unless it is different here, because this one says spring start and this is a regular. So I don't know. I can't remember what I did here, but the point is that I guess on this case I will cover April, maybe, if I do decide to do like a cover page for the weeklies, or maybe I can just leave it like that and just move on and yeah, and just keep April in case I do decide to use it. So that's that. I still have to decide that one. And then I did add this sticker in here, like kind of sticking out. I don't know if you can tell, but it's kind of like sticking out here, and that is just to take me to the dailies. So I did like this. So this is the last week of the year, and then I covered the back portion of that with washi tape again, and then I used a sticker to create like a tab in there. And this is the notes or the index sort of page, which I did start using, and then I just kind of fell off at some point November. So I used it for most of the year anyways, so that's not that bad. And then so I did create it. I added sticker there just to kind of take me to it. I covered this portion, and this is like my cover for the sections of the dailies. And then I started with a reflection from the previous year, so talking about how my year went spiritually, I guess, or mindset wise, and like personal introspecting, sort of like how was my life, I guess, back then. So reflecting on 2022 and my goals or ideal outcome for 2023. I do want to kind of read through this and see how it applied. There were some different areas that I wanted to kind of grow and continue to work on. I think I set this up and I loved the idea of setting it up, but I kind of forgot about it. The idea was that I was going to plant the seed. That's what the symbol means, I guess. So plant the seed for that specific area that I wanted to get better at, and then come back at the end of the year and reflect on it, which I still can do because this is 2023, so I can still reflect on how my year went and just add those notes there. And then I think I'd had something else in here, so I just kind of use it as a divider thing, just kind of to cover whatever was in here before. I added a picture of myself and just started writing intentions for the new moon. I think this is it, the new moon of, I guess, first new moon of 2023. Yeah, and then from then on I just started using the pages for new moons and full moons and reflections and introspection and just whatever I felt like writing about. If I was feeling uneasy or I had questions or I wanted to clarify thoughts and feelings, I guess I pulled a card and used that as a guide for reflection. And yeah, I love doing that here, and I kind of love looking through these pages. I don't necessarily look or read actually through all of the things that I wrote, but I like flipping through the pages and just reading a few things. And if it gets my attention, like right here, I know that I wanted to focus on different areas again, so self-care, family, and career, and I highlighted a few things that I wanted to improve, so I might read through that again. Same thing here. Yeah, so at the end, towards the end of the year, I started using my fountain pen, and I love writing with that pen, but I'm not completely in love on how dark and bold it is. I might still use it because I do enjoy writing with it, and I don't use it on my other planners because as you can see, I don't know if you can tell, but my fingers are black right now. So this has been written in here for a while now, and still if you touch it, it goes in your hands. So that's the only drawback, so I don't use it in my regular planners. But in here, since this one is just for reflection and stuff like that, I don't necessarily plan on keeping this one forever. I might keep it for 1 or 2 years again, just to kind of look back to it. Maybe take some more pictures, but it's not a planner that I want to keep forever. So yeah, so that's definitely through in there, just kind of looking for inspiration and how to start setting this one up. And I'm just gonna put this one aside, and what I'll do is, I think I'm gonna add some notes on things that I mentioned that I want to do in here that I might do off camera. So I'm gonna grab my sticky note. So now I have a few pens in here that I might use to write a few things around, and then some of my sticky notes. I kind of want to keep it dark. I don't know how else to explain that, but just using neutral like gray, black, and I think that's pretty much what I did in here anyways. I didn't use like colors or besides the stickers, I guess. So some stickers do have some more color to it, but basically just pen, black pen, and some highlights in gray, and that's pretty much it. So yeah, so I think that's the plan for now. But before I start adding things around, I want to write down a few things that I mentioned while I was flipping through the other one, so I know that I think I need some different sticky notes. Let me see if I can find those. I don't have any more, I just know where they are. Let me see. I'm just gonna use this because they're smaller and I don't see myself using them like anywhere else. So let's see. So first I wanted to in here I want to do some tarot doodles. And here, don't know how to use this one just yet, so I'm gonna leave it there. And here I said I wanted to track daily readings. And major event readings, like what I said before, the solstice, this springs and summer and all that stuff. I do kind of want to highlight those a little bit different. I can see it in my head. I just hope that I kind of can keep up with it. So maybe use one color for the daily tarot readings and then one color for the major events readings. So that's the idea. And then here, this is one part that I'm truly looking forward. It's to use this two-page journal entry for intentions. So yeah, just to kind of cover the entire thing, I think I'm gonna write it in my fountain pen so it can look dark and bold, and that should look pretty once it's done. And then I'll start setting up my monthlies, and I do want to see what I might keep on using this bookmarks for the monthlies and weeklies. I'm not sure. I try to use them. I'm trying to use them and not cut them, but it's not necessarily my favorite. I might come back and just add a tab or something, but that's the monthlies. And then for the weeklies, I know I want to have some sort of division so I can get to these quickly. I just don't know exactly what to do yet, so I'm just gonna leave it here and add a note to think about it. So that's that, and then I do know that I want to add a cover for my dailies, or the note pages, which I will use. I'm planning on using them as major event readings, so like for full moons, new moons, and reflection. Same thing that I was doing, I guess, previously. So add a cover to the left. I do for sure know that I want to do that. And then I do want to highlight these, and only because maybe cover this page as well and use the hundreds list for something that relates to tarot. I wanted to do that last year and I never got to it, so hopefully this year I can do it. So cover it, and then I do want to use this one, so find the use for this one. It's something that I really want to do. So that's important to me. And then here I can even use this. I know that this is something relating to goals or reflection or something like that, but I can use it as a manifesting sort of approach. I do want to do that in my cousin as well, on the yearly overview or something like that. I don't know how to call that, but on that section on the cousin, I do want to use it for some kind of manifesting, and I'm not sure how to do it just yet. I'm thinking about going every day and writing what is it that I'm trying to manifest until it manifests, and it happens, and I attract it and it happens, and then I can move on to something else. So I think that could be something cool to look back at and see how it worked and how it evolved and how long it took and all that stuff. So so something about manifesting goals, I want to use this for that. And the other ones are recipes. I don't necessarily need this for tarot or this or any of these, but I will keep them in here just in case. Maybe I can cover them with some of those blank pages that I'm going to take from the other tarot, from the older book. I can cover those and use them for like extra notes, or I don't know for what, but that's the idea. So now that I have these as reminders of what I want to do, I can decide on how to get started. So this video might be a little long, so I hope that you're comfy and you have your beverage of your choice. I have coffee because it is 7 in the morning. I've been up since 4. Just updating my pages, relaxing, watching videos, listening to music. Just today it was like me, truly like a me morning time. And then I decided to set this one up and just film it, and hopefully it gets to you, release it and edit it and stuff like that, and it actually gets to you. But yeah, if you are into this, something like this, it doesn't necessarily have to be a tarot planner, but you can use some ideas hopefully to set up your own for whatever reason you want to use it for, or function you want to use your planner for. So the doodles I'm going to do off camera because I do want to kind of look up some ideas before I get that started. And here I want to decide on what colors I'm going to do. So I think I'm going to go with black for major events and gray for, no, black for daily readings and gray for major events. And that way I can see how it goes. So I will use this gray. I have plenty of these around, so there should be plenty of ink available for me to use. So what I'll do is maybe I'll add, I'm using the Sharpie pen. I know that this one doesn't bleed through, so it's pretty dark, so I can just use this one to write tracking. Do I write it in here? Yeah, I want to write it somewhere in here. So if I do a star, it means daily reading. So what I'll do is just kind of come over here and do a star, and if there is a major event that I want to, that I do complete the actual reading, I will highlight it first with gray, and that will mean that I completed that specific reading. So so major reading done, so it will have the gray underneath and then the star if I did my daily reading per se. So yeah, that'll be my tracking, so nothing too complicated. I did wrote it a little bit down so I can write when the major events are going to happen, that way I can have a reminder, but I do have to look those up, so I'll do that part off camera. I'll also do this one off camera because I do want to take my time, I guess, but I could add some stickers here. I do want to add some stickers. So I guess I would not leave too much space, I guess, for journaling, but just enough for me to be able to write something about the intentions for this notebook. Let me see if I can see what I'm doing here. So I'm completely ignoring the actual calendar here because yeah, I'm not about to go back, and I can't really go back and backtrack anything for the month in terms of what you call it, tarot reading or any of that. So there's really nothing else that I can do here but kind of repurpose it. So I know that I want I got these from at the beginning of the year or end of last year, I think. It's an ephemera book of stickers, and I have been enjoying using them around my notes and stuff like that. I wish they were completely black, sort of like, for example, the actual drawing is black but the background is pink, so kind of doesn't go with vibe, but I still want to use this to represent the timing. So timing is everything, and I want to be intentional with it, right? And this one is a giant one. I don't even know if I can fit it here. Maybe I can fit it if I cut it. No, I'm gonna find a smaller one. So I got the same one but a little smaller and with a green background. Again, not necessarily my favorite background, but it works. This icing works better. So what I'll do is just come over here and start writing. Just maybe add a title here. I think I'm gonna write intentions. Timing is everything, death to the old, and then start writing something like that. That's the idea of adding these two stickers. They just represent what I really want to focus on, I guess. So focusing on time is precious, so focusing on time and letting go of the old habits or anything that is not necessarily positive for my life. So yeah, I think I'm gonna add that title now. You know what, first of all, before I do that, I want to do some pen testing because I got these new markers and I haven't really tested them on the weeks, so I can just do that here. And I'm just gonna do a few for now. This one is one of those Japanese dual brush pens, and I'm gonna try this one. Well, yeah, try this one. They are both, even though this one's smaller, it's still brush, and yeah, that works. And these are Muji felt tip markers as well. These ones are not brushed. Well, they're brushed, but like a little harder, sort of. So yeah, that works. And I have tried the other ones, so I think I'm gonna go with this one. Oh my goodness. Something like that. And then here I'm gonna do Death to the Old. Something like that. Not my best handwriting, but just gonna add something there. And yeah, and then off camera I can just come over here and journal about what is it that I'm trying to achieve, or the intentions, I guess, moving forward. So that's that. Then we get to the monthlies, and I could add something to it. Let me just add something to it. Just since we're here, I think I'm gonna go with something similar to this. Maybe add a card down here, and maybe a sticker or something at the top. So I do have a few here from another ephemera book, that sticker book that I got. I do have a few of them left, and I am attempting to use them all. I do want that to be black stickers, so let's see if I have black. Actually, I think I can use this one. So this one down here, and the little bird up there. Yeah. And then I can add some icons to the full moon and new moon. I'm looking for smaller icons, so I was thinking about these two, but I think those are too big. There is a butterfly here and a fly. Those are small. I guess I could use those. They're creepy enough. So let's do that. So I know that the new moon is sort of my favorite of all. And wait, is it the new one? Let me look it up real quick. I think it's this is the full moon. Actually, yeah, no, this full moon, new moon. So new moon. I think I'm gonna go here and I don't necessarily like the fly, so I'm just gonna use this one. This is, I think it's like a, I don't even know what this is, but I'll use it. That, and I know that the 8th, there's an eclipse. So I know that I want to do some kind of reading there, but I don't know what to put there. So I'm gonna leave it there. And so that's my month of August sort of ready to go. I can add some more stuff in here, like intentions or something like that for the actual month, and then move on. And then for the weeks, this is the part where I was still deciding whether or not to add a cover. So I'm gonna skip that one and go to the notes section. And I know that I love adding the sticker here, so I think I might do this one. I really like the sticker. I don't know why, but I do like it. So I might add that there, or just switch to something else. I think I'm just gonna use the cat because it looks kind of cool, and I'm gonna add some black to it because I just like how it looks. Not that one. Oh no. Well, I guess I used all of this, so that's good. Yep, that's it. And the cat. Yep. And then now I have one more thing to do, which is cover this page. And I'm thinking I'm gonna do this because it's the biggest roll that I have right now. It has like a mix of information, I guess, about the moon and the planets and stuff. So it's not necessarily dark, so I don't know. I'm not sure. And I do want to cover this in black completely, but I don't know that I want to do this, the whole thing. Maybe I'll do it. Alright, I'll do it. Bear with me. This might take me a while, so I might skip through it. But just so you know, I'm planning on covering the border here with a long one, so I'm not cutting that portion of the tape. That should make it a little bit easier. So I'm just cutting this side only. Hopefully I can stay. Oh my goodness, I think I cut the page. Yeah. Alright, I'm gonna skip through this and come back to it when I'm done. Alright, so this took me a while, not my favorite, but it's done and I'm not undoing it. So I covered the entire page there. The only thing that I don't like, it's that it's the page is now like wobbly, and I think it's because I just pulled the washi too hard. But yeah, I just covered the page in black, and then I added a sticker here and a few sticky notes in here just in case I need them, but that way I don't have them in the front. And then I will add information here later on, and I'm still going to translate this and go through it, translate it with the Google app, and then take a screenshot of it so I can go through the questions and answer those. And yeah, so I guess that's pretty much it. I have a lot of ink in my hands, so it's going on the pages. But yeah, I think that for now, I think I could leave it like this and start using it. I can now go through this portion and look for the doodles. Then here I can just go ahead and start adding tracking whenever I do the readings. And I feel like I want to add some stickers to this, but I'm not sure. Yeah. And then I can come over here and add my journal entry, and then as soon as we get to April, which is in a few more days, I can start adding my tracking, my messages for the day, as well as going into my weeks and doing the same thing. I think that since we started this one, this is a spring edition, it started on the 26th of February, so there's a few weeks in here that I can still use, including the entire month of March. I might just use those for journal entries instead of tarot readings. Maybe do a more in-depth reading for like the beginning of the book, and yeah, go from there. I'll do a flipper once I start adding more pages to this, and for now I think I'm gonna leave it here. I think I had kept you here long enough, so I'm hoping that this video is helpful to you, inspiring in some way, and yeah, I hope that you've enjoyed the video. Thank you so much for watching, and I'll see you in the next one. Bye.